Hello, and welcome to the MedEdits YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be discussing medical school requirements and going over everything that you need to know to be a competitive medical school applicant. Let's get started now. My name is Dr. Jessica Friedman. I am a former faculty member and admissions committee member at the Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai. I am also the author of several top-selling books on Amazon and the founder and chair of MedEdits Medical Admissions. Medical school admissions requirements fall into four major categories that I'm going to review. The first category is coursework, the second is GPA, the third is MCAT, and the final one is experiences. Remember, without the right courses, GPA and MCAT, the experiences you have will not matter. Why is this? Because medical schools typically have minimum GPA and MCAT requirements, without which your application will not be reviewed. Let's first discuss required coursework. Medical schools require introductory courses in biology, general chemistry, organic chemistry, and physics. These are all year-long courses with labs. Next, some medical schools also require English, math courses, social science courses, and biochemistry or genetics. It is important to consider the requirements for each medical school to which you want to apply. More and more medical schools are now moving towards something called competency-based admissions, meaning that those medical schools don't require specific prerequisites. However, until all medical schools move towards competency-based admissions, we recommend enrolling in all of the standard prerequisite courses we have listed. Next, let's discuss GPA requirements for medical school. The average GPA for MD or allopathic medical schools in the United States is 3.73 overall, with a 3.66 science GPA and a 3.81 non-science. The average GPA for osteopathic or DO medical school matriculants was 3.54 most recently. At MedEdits, we consider a GPA of 3.5 to be competitive for both allopathic and osteopathic medical school admission. However, something that we look at very carefully is grade trend, course rigor, college attended, your state residency, and other factors that might impact your candidacy. Now let's discuss the MCAT requirements for medical school. The average MCAT for students who matriculated to allopathic or MD medical schools in the United States was most recently 511.5. The average MCAT for students who matriculated to osteopathic medical schools in the United States was most recently 504. At MedEdits, we consider an MCAT of 510 to be competitive for both MD and DO medical schools in the United States. To learn more about where you should apply based on your MCAT, refer to the article that is linked below. Now let's discuss the experience requirements for medical school admissions. We consider research to be a requirement for medical school admissions, although this is not formally stated. You can do research in clinical medicine, or you could do research in a basic science discipline. What is most important when it comes to your research is the breadth and depth of your work. We also recommend a variety of clinical exposures. This usually comes in the form of shadowing for most pre-medical students, and we encourage you to shadow a variety of specialists in different settings. For other students, they might work as a scribe, a medical assistant, or an EMT. Others might shadow or volunteer in a free clinic. Next, we recommend some type of service work for all pre-medical students. Medical school admissions committees want to see your dedication to your surrounding community. This can come in a variety of forms as well, whether that be tutoring or teaching, working in a free clinic or volunteering in a free clinic, or hospital volunteer. What are some other experience requirements for medical school? Medical schools definitely value students who have scholarly interests that might be related to medicine or completely unrelated to medicine, such as global health, public health. Maybe you have a real interest in computer science. They also appreciate students who have very high achievement levels in other disciplines, such as music or athletics, just to name a couple. Now that I have discussed the 4 major categories of requirements for medical school admissions, keep in mind that there are many other factors that will impact your candidacy. Some of those things include letters of recommendation, your major, the college you attended, and your state residency. If you have more questions about any of these topics, please visit the articles that are linked below, as well as our website at www.mededits.com. I realize that all of this information can be daunting and confusing. So if you are interested in professional help, sign up for a free 15-minute consultation. All of the MedEdits faculty are former admissions members at prestigious medical schools around the country. Unlike the vast majority of our competitors, we are not people from other disciplines who either never made it to medical school, never graduated from medical school, or never made it to or through our residency training. So I encourage you to visit our website, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and good luck as you apply to medical school.